Guys, so it's Sunday and I'm getting ready for my 5 senses unit, and me and my boyfriend are making Play-Doh. We already made this one. It is pineapple flavor, and look at this. He's over here making the strawberry flavor. You don't want to go, camera?
We just talked about it.
So he's mixing the strawberry flavor. Then we're gonna make a black cherry flavor, and this is my lunch once I cook it.
Strawberry banana.
Okay, strawberry banana. I also made sound boxes. I'm gonna show you the sound boxes. They're about like this big. And I made sniff bins. So I'm gonna show you those. And we're gonna have a fun week. I feel better after I've been to the doctor. And hopefully that video is up before this one, because I'm behind on videos. Don't look at me like that. But yeah, I thought the Play-Doh wasn't gonna turn out right, but it turned out fine. So I'm gonna be sure to show the sensory bands after we finish making Play-Doh. So I will catch you then. Okay, so these are the sniff bottles, and I have a little hole, but I got it taped. And this one is lemon. I can smell now. Okay, but this is the lemon flavor, and then I have 10 different flavors. I got lemon, apple cider, coconut, just a bunch of different kitchen flavors. Nothing my children are allergic to. And I have one stinky one, apple cider vinegar. So we have that in my sound boxes. I need to shake them, and I tape the bottom, so when they shake them, they can match the sound. So I have a set of 5. There were 10 boxes, but it's a set. And these are the bells. So I just need to go back and hot glue the lids, because you know how small children are. They like to see what's inside. So after the Play-Doh, that's the next project. And I'm just so excited about how it turned out, and I want to see their reactions. My hair is kind of cute, so I'm going to keep working. We're going to keep working. And I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning, guys. It's Monday morning. The last time you see me, I was showing you sound boxes, and I was making Play-Doh. But I finished preparing for today, well, most of the week. The only thing that's not done is my arts and craft for today, which is my snake, and I need a snake tongue and a tail. And that's not done. I may need a snake head. I'm not sure, but, and I'm ready for the day after that. But everything else for the rest of the week is done, except for my arts and craft for Friday and part of my craft on Wednesday, because we're doing in the tall grass. And I found this cute idea on Pinterest, and they had cut this piece of green paper and they folded it in half. And one half they cut in strips like grass, and then when you open it, you can, it's like retail, and they retold the story inside with pictures. So we're gonna do that, and I printed the pictures off Pinterest. They were free, and now I just have to take my time, fold in 20 pieces of paper in half, and then cut scripts. And I didn't have enough green at home, so I didn't even start that project. But I could have started my triangle people for Friday, but I didn't. It's a whole bunch of stuff you could be doing, but I didn't do it. So I'm gonna get to school so I can be on time, so I can get my crafts ready for today, which is a snake, and I can try to get the Orbeez soaking before they come back from extension. So from the time I put them in till at least about, because we don't come back until 9:30, that should get them enough time like soak up with water and get a little bit bigger. And then we're gonna do the smell, the Play-Doh. So today's gonna be a good day. I'm excited. Hopefully they'll be excited to come in and experience some new stuff. And I'll talk to you guys later to let you know how everything went. Alright, bye. Hey guys, can you say I survived Monday? I survived the Monday. So today was a really good day. I introduced a lot. I introduced the water beads, the scented Play-Doh, the sound boxes, the smell boxes. The kids loved it. And they kept coming to me, Miss Brown, does this match? Does this match? I said, you shake it, you listen, does it match? And they're like, yeah, it match. And they enjoyed it. So the Play-Doh, like, I was worried about the Play-Doh that it wouldn't do right, because I've never made Play-Doh before. Well, I have, with the icing, and it did get to a texture, but it was always still sticky. But the Jello Play-Doh, it was a plus. The kids liked it. It had a nice smell to it. It smelled like after they played with it, fingers and pineapples. But it was fun. I had a few kids paying from the water bead table, because we don't throw water beads. It's just not something we do in class. And I'm prepped for every day this week except for Friday because my triangle people are not ready yet because I have to cut the triangle body out, the eyes, the arms, the legs. So I can finish that up today. And then it's like as soon as a week starts, it's time to start planning for the next week. So this week was today was so much better because I wasn't sick. And I kept remembering how I felt Friday. I just felt so out of energy, so down, so tired, so no energy, like no motivation to be there. Today was different. I felt light, free, not as sick. So, excuse me. I am sleepy though. I'm not gonna lie, because it's hard getting up early in the morning. But today was a good day. We got a lot accomplished. We did our S-crab with the snake. And they sponge painted the ends. Then they added a tongue, a tail, smiles. So they like that. And then in math, we just separated shapes by triangle, circle, big, little. Then we separated by color. So we were just doing that. And then in my assistance center, they were practicing writing their names and the letter S for the language. And for math, they were tracing the number 3 and counting 3 objects. So that's what they were doing in math. So, and I do have manipulatives in that center. I'm glad how she like goes and just gets them and uses them. I've seen her use counting bears multiple times, and today I seen her using the Unifix cubes. So the items are there. I'm glad she's using them. So we had a birthday party today. We had a birthday party Friday. So those are the first 2 birthday parties of the year. And the year's just getting started. So I feel like this is going to be a great year now that we're moving. I'm not sick anymore. I'm able to bring ideas into the classroom. So I'm just going to go ahead and get home. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday. It is the second day of week 4. And I'm leaving later than usual. Normally, I will be, like last week and the weeks before, I will be pulling up like near the school, but I'm not a morning person. It's 6:25, I think. I'm not a morning person, and it's hard for me getting up every morning at 5 to be there for 6:30 just to work in my room. So I was prepared in the afternoon anyway. So in the morning I would just like make sure everything was still ready. But what's the point when I stayed late and prepared? So I'm not a morning person. I'd rather spend an hour in my classroom in the afternoon and prepare than in the morning because I'm not a morning person. My day is still productive. My kids still learn the same. My kids are like still welcome the same even if I come in at 6:50 and I open the door at 7 o'clock because I made sure the day before the tables were clean, the room was clean, like everything was clean. But yesterday everything wasn't clean because I left early Friday. So my assistant closed, but it's not how I would have left the room. So, hey. I'm just gonna stop coming in early and try to get there around 6:45, 6:50 and just stay late. It makes me feel better. I'm not all tired and groggy throughout the day. And I feel like that makes me more productive. So this week, do what works for you. Like, there are teachers who come early because they are a morning person, and I'm just not that morning person. So today's going to be a great day. We are going to do one-to-one correspondence. I found this cute sheet where they can practice cutting skills, and they're going to cut. This is going to be interesting. I might end up doing some of the cutting for them. But they're gonna cut and we're gonna use glue sticks. We're still working on squeeze glue. So this is like one sheet of paper, so we're gonna use glue sticks. And they're gonna glue like the 3 little triangles to the match the number 3. That's math. And for language, what are we doing? I have no idea. And maybe we're doing the poem. We are doing the poem today, the me poem. And we have these little me cutouts that I found when I bought that humongous box of resources from the yard sale years ago. And in it there were some little people, and I had to trace some more, but I did save some of the originals to repeat next year. But I'm letting them like decorate the little person like it's them, and I'm gonna attach that to the top of the poem after we read it. So that's what's happening today. So I will talk to you guys after school. Bye. So my phone is on 7%, but I'm sitting here and I'm finishing up their little project. I'm gonna show you this one. And we read the poem Me, and then they did a little person. My boyfriend helped cut these out, and they just decorated it. I'm gonna show you a few more, and I'm gonna hang them up just like the poem we did up there, but they were able to decorate these, and they turned out so cute. His head is so heavy that he's tipping his paper over. I got this one, and I just gave him buttons and little scraps of paper to make clothes for their little person, and they did those. So those are done, and those are drying. And then these are the snakes we made on Monday. Some little creatures, and those are gonna hang out in the hallway. And I just finished going through like a stack of papers, and I'm not even finished. That basket was like full to the top, that pink basket. And that's where I keep like everything they do at my table, my assistant's table, homework. That stack up there, I can't point it right there. That is going home, and that's from the basket. Then there is a stack right there by those folders right there. That is going in portfolios. And we're just making a move on. I'll finish the stack in the pink basket tomorrow. These are some extra poems that are going to go in my binder. So next year, if I'm still at the school, I'll be able to use it. But I'm going to take some stuff down from the hallway. Yeah, the room has been cleaned. I have morning workout for tomorrow. Carpet, it does need to be swept off. But I'm about to take some stuff down from the hallway, so I can have room to hang the snake and the rest of the arts and crafts for this week. And I will talk to you guys when I'm on the way home about the rest of my day. Bye. Alright, so it's like 10 minutes later. I'm leaving my classroom, the school, it all. And I just talked to my principal about doing chickens for, you know, in the springtime when you do the butterflies and the chickens and all that. So she said I can do chickens. She said it's been a while since someone just done chickens, but I can do chickens. So I'm gonna start doing research on that, so when spring does roll around, we can hit it at the right time, because you know you gotta get them at the right time and all that. And I already do have a home for the chickens to go after the project is over. They're coming home with me, so I can feel free to get attached to the chickens. So that is exciting. And today was a good day. Each day gets better. The kids are learning the routine. They're sticking to it. Today, I did have to remind a few friends how to walk in line, because I guess they just had the Tuesday blues, because it was like they didn't know what a line was and where it began and where it ended and how we walked in it quietly. So after a few reminders, we were good. So we are doing center rotations. I had to remind a few friends that we don't switch centers until the buzzer goes off. And it's only 1 or 2 people who does this, and it's in my first 2 rotations that this happens. So I'm keeping an eye out for them, keeping those reminders, and I'm not letting it slide, because if you let it slide, then it becomes a constant problem, and I think it's okay to move from a center when it's not okay. So just reinforcing those rules from the beginning of the year, reminding them that, hey, this is what we do, this is how we clean up, this is how we line up. And they did really good today in the cafeteria, lining up twice. So they had to line up by themselves, because my assistant had walked away for a second this morning, and they had to line up at breakfast and lunch both of those times, and they did an amazing job. And I'm proud of my students. Like, I know that it's in them. Now we just got to get the education down. We got the routine, we have the procedures, we're learning to write, we can all recognize our names. Now we just have to learn our numbers, the count, and every other standard in the book that they give us. And on top of that, we're supposed to begin a new curriculum the beginning of next month, which is next week. So we was hoping it would come in this week, maybe to come in next week. But Monday we have no school, but we have already planned for next week. So same theme, the 5 senses. So I'm gonna try to see if I can find some more sensory items, like to switch it out next week. Because this week we did the smell, and we did the hearing, and we did the feel. And I know next week we're gonna do a taste. I keep pointing at people. I know next week we're gonna do the taste. But what's the other? We did hearing, sight. So maybe I can find some cool sensory bottles. Yeah, I need to get my sensory bottles made, and we can do sensory bottles. And I don't want to do a mystery box, so I'm looking for ideas for that. And this video will not be up before next week, so you cannot give me any ideas. But you still can drop them below, so next year I will be able to use the ideas. But I'm about to go, so I can get home quickly, and then I want to finish my folders, and then I will show you those, because hopefully tonight will be the night that I conquer the folders. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Good morning, guys. It's sunnier than usual, so that means I'm leaving a bit later than normal. So today is Wednesday, and I'm on the way to work. And the only thing I finished last night was lesson plans. Like, I had to add the standards, and I revamped some of the centers, like the art, science, and all those centers. And I had to change some stuff because we're not in school Monday, so just to make sure that wasn't in there. And even though we are using templates from last year, and like we just changed stuff around, we still gotta make sure like we go through the entire thing and show that we went through the entire lesson plan, basically. So hopefully we will have our new curriculum soon, so we can actually move past the standards we've been talking about. And I don't want it to feel like we're cheating our kids because we haven't been able to give them like what they need, because we don't know. We haven't done a pacing guide because there was a just wait, since we're getting a new curriculum, then we do a pacing guide then. But I still want them to be able to benefit from these first few weeks, and I don't want to feel like they're gonna be behind, you know. Even though with pre-K, most of the stuff is not mastering, but I do expect them to know how to spell their first and last name, how to write their first and last name, how to identify most of the letters in the alphabet, upper and lowercase, and sounds. Numbers 1 through 30, like, identify and write. Like, that's not a lot. I feel like it is, but, and they can count to 100. Like, I have parents that requested that. When on the bottom of the back of the sheet, like, what's your goal for your child this year? Most of them was to learn English. Most parents have for their child to count to 100, for their child to read. I think that's it, to count to 100 to learn to read. So yes, I want them to be, that's what I want them to master. And parents have goals, and those goals are great. And that's what the parents want. I want to get their child to that goal, to be able to count to 100, to be able to read, even if it's a basic level A book. They were going to kindergarten with the basic foundation of reading a basic book. And if they could go on a level B, hey, that's even better. But first we have to get the basics down. That's my goal. And I feel like if we had the curriculum that we needed, we could be working towards that goal, but that's another story. So I'm about to head to school, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm off. Well, I've been off. I clocked out after the literacy meeting. I just sat in my classroom. I took some stuff down, and I just hung some stuff up, and then I just sat for a bit. I was just relaxing, like having some me time. But let's start at the beginning of the day. Today, I got to work. Had a student chase me down. They're not supposed to be dropped off to 7. So I had to remind that parent that. But we did, what did we do this morning? Oh, we reviewed the letter O this morning. So this morning they had a letter O sheet, and they just traced and reviewed on that. And I'm so proud of my non-English speaking students because they all remembered the letter. They all remembered the letter O and the number 2 from last week. And all my kids, I don't know, but I did it as a group, but they remember the letter M, the M sound, the letter O, and both sounds O make. Both sounds that the O makes. And they were able to give me words from each of those letters. And then we did a retell today, and they surprised me. Like, most of the students were able to help retell the story, and I feel like the story is a little bit harder to use as a first retell, so I don't think we should have used that one, but it was interesting. But thanks to the awesome download from Pinterest from the Tall Grass, the students were able to use the pictures from the book, and I didn't let them do it alone. We did it as a group to help them retell the story, so that's a good thing, and they're learning. And then we moved on through the day. Lunchtime hit, and I got my first pay stub. I'm so excited. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But after that, we had indoor recess. We watched a short bit of a TV show for like 10 minutes because I feel like the playground was still wet, and they always find mud. So I want to give it another day to dry before I venture out because they found the mud. It's like the mud falls on them. They didn't go to the mud. The mud fell on them. So we stayed inside. What else? Then we did math. And I didn't write names on papers because I was trying to make sure my money was where my money needs to be before 1 o'clock. And it was like 12, so I was trying to make sure my money was there. And I put names on the papers, but I gave them papers. And I looked up, and they all at my table have written their names on their papers. And it's like a small clip there. And I'm sad that they have gotten to the point where they don't need me to write their names on their papers because they can write their names on their papers. I had one. He wrote his name. He didn't know how to spell it. And once I gave him his name card, he wrote his name on his paper. And I'm just like, why am I here? But it made me feel good to know that my students have grown. Most of them can write their names on their own, and they don't need me to do it for them anymore. So that was a happy moment of today. We do have our little struggles here and there of minor behavior problems, and it's something that we're working on. We're getting it one day at a time. We got a compliment in the hallway today about our walking in a line looking good. And excuse me, I'm just happy. I'm happy. So my literacy meeting, my principal put me on the literacy team to help increase the literacy with the students in the school. So today we just gave a whole bunch of ideas and we put it into phases. So we got 3 items in each phase, and we're just gonna focus on phase 1. Then we're gonna move to phase 2, then phase 3, and then we'll look at the rest of the ideas and put those in phases. But for phase 1, we're gonna do word of the day, and 2 more things. Oh, anchor chart. So I'm on the anchor chart committee. So me and I cannot remember her name, Miss Johnson, I think. We're on the pre-K, kindergarten, first grade committee. So we're gonna make anchor charts for that grade level. And it is sight word drills. So that's what we're doing for now before we move on to phase 2. And for phase 2, we plan on doing a balloon release and putting words and vocabularies in them with the address to the school or phone number so people can call back and say what the word is. And I've heard people do balloon releases before. We did one at the church and we got calls back, so we're doing that. And words in the bathroom, my idea. And it was one more thing. 2 of my ideas made, or maybe that was phase 3 with the words in the bathroom, but I know 2 of my ideas made it. for phase 2 and 3, so that's good. And one of my ideas was to do We Read Too, and we take pictures of teachers reading books and we hang that like in the hallway so the children can see that we're not just asking you to read, we also read, and we want you to enjoy reading like we enjoy reading. And I'm doing a whole bunch of talking, but it was a really good day. One last thing before I go, I feel like it should be a whole different video, but I've been watching budgeting videos so I can budget my money right. This is my first real job since I'm out of college, and before it was like small jobs here and there, but this is my first real job. So it's time for me to become adulting 101. So I have to learn to budget and manage my money so I can save up, so I can move out and, you know, get on your own. So I feel like I should do a video on that, but I don't know much about that because I'm learning. So if y'all have any budgeting ideas or tips or any video links, just like let me know so I can do this thing right. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hello guys, my little family is growing. I'm so glad to see new people joining me here, like to watch my crazy adventure as a first year teacher. So I just talked to my principal about the activity for tomorrow, and we're doing popcorn, and we're doing the 5 senses. I want them to hear it pop. She laughed at me because I want them to hear it pop. So we made a plan where we could go and hear the popcorn pop. Then we're going to smell it. We're going to taste it. We're going to see what it looks like. We're going to feel it, and we're going to like graph it out. So the activity was approved, and I'm happy that it was. So now I just have to wait till tomorrow. And we also got our laptops from the district, which is good because my computer in my room is still not working, but that's okay. We'll get there. But I do have my laptop, but my password is not working, so I have a MacBook with a non-working password. But it's fine because we've been doing Circle and everything without that, so it's just like nothing that is need a rush on anyway. So I'm getting ready to go home from school. Today was a okay day. I got 2 paper cuts. I have one here. I got one here, but I didn't want to have another Band-Aid. But today, what did we do today? Today we did the 5 senses and we cut pictures out of magazines. And my kids did amazing. I was worried about them not being able to find pictures, but once we got started, they did a good job. And they filled the poster. They did more taste because it was easier, like, oh, food, you taste that. But we had to think a little bit more on sight and hearing. But they did good on smell because they found the little perfumes. And touch was interesting too. And I had one little girl, makeup. You can see makeup. Okay. You do see makeup, baby. But she kept trying to say that because, excuse me, it's on your face, it counts as a 5 sense. Not because it's on your face. I want you to, like, what sense do you use with this? You can see it. You can smell makeup. That's what I was trying to get them to, the point to describe what the picture was. And most of them got that, so it's still something we have to work on. And 5 senses is interesting. So good thing we get to elaborate more on it next week. We're talking about our 5 senses, so my kids will grasp the concept of that. I'm glad that they were able to go and find pictures and make something of the poster. The poster looks great. And the cutting skills are interesting. We're still working on cutting. We're still learning how to cut. But we are getting there. And I'm not rushing them. It's only the 4th week of school. We do Play-Doh every day. So they will get there. Nothing to worry about. Then in math, we did the number 3. And we're working on counting to 3. We can. But when I say color 3 balloons, I mean color 3 balloons. Not 4. And I would ask, like, well, how many did I say? 3. How many do you have? before. So they know they're just doing it because, but it's small stuff we have to work on. And I do have an issue. My subscribers helped me solve my last issue with students, but my new issue is they come to me when I'm talking to other students. But they come up to me while I'm doing small group, and it's to show me stuff. Like, hey, look at this, and it'd be a Play-Doh hand or something they made. And I love to see what they've done and what they've created and what they've come up with. But it disturbs the kids in my small group, and they get distracted from what they're doing. And it distracts me from what I'm saying or what I'm trying to correct or help a student. So what's a way that I can stop them from coming up? I want to see what they're doing, but I'm not able to because I still have to work in my small groups. And I wish there was more time in the day for me to have a center where I can just go over here to the art center and see what they're doing. And go here, go here, go here. But there's not enough time in the day for that. And there's like stuff that has to be done. I don't know, but I do need them to stop interrupting small group with me and my assistant both. So if you guys have any ideas on that, let me know. And I've thought about getting a light, like if the light's on, you can't come. And like towards the end, maybe I'll turn the light off and they can come over and show me stuff, but I don't know. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. But I'm about to go home. I'm going to drink some orange juice and get ready to go to the football game because my sister's first performance as a college student. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Good morning, guys. It is Friday and we made it through another week. It is payday. I'm so excited. This is my first pay as a teacher, so whoop whoop. It's hard. It was hard waiting that month. I thought it could have been easier if it was broken up and I would have got half here, but it's fine, it's fine. So it's Friday, it's payday, and we're doing our popcorn activity today. So I want to go ahead and I want to prep the poster. It's going to be like taste, smell, da-da-da-da-da, and they're going to like give me adjectives of what it tastes like, smells like, looks like, sounds like, and so on. So that's what we're doing this morning. Well, we're going to do the popcorn this morning. We're doing, when they come to me in small groups, they'll give me the adjectives. But I don't have anything because I didn't do anything. I went to the game, supported my sister, and then I went to bed. I will work this weekend because we don't have school Monday, so I will prep everything I need for the week this weekend because I have Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then we'll return to school on Monday for a 4-day week. But I do need to get in contact with the people for the field trip so we can get it approved. That's the only thing that's holding us back because we haven't heard back from the museum. So I'm gonna head to school. I'm gonna listen to some motivational meal prep videos so I can meal prep for the month, and maybe I'll do a grocery haul or something. We'll see, because I've never meal prepped for an entire month before. This is crazy. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Hello guys, my face is so oily. It is Friday afternoon and I am on my way to pay the doctor because I visited last Friday, but I'm feeling so much better now. Made it through the week. It's payday And I did not do any work for next week, so I'm gonna do that this weekend because it is a long weekend. It's a long weekend, so I get to work and do all that this weekend and just prepare for next week. So right now I just did a room tour, and that should be way before this video. It's gonna be way before this video. So I'm gonna try to get that up this weekend. And my normal vlog of week 3 should be up also this weekend. Last time you see this one. But today we had trouble listening. And I'm like, we've been doing this for 4 weeks now. And I thought we were getting better. But it's like today, I don't know what it was, but it's like their ears flew out the window or something. So we had to work on that today, and I gave out treats for people who did homework, and I gave out an extra treat for people if their parents read to them. So I'm like, remind your parents to read to you, so next week you can get a treat too. And we also did treasure box today, so that was fun. And I need to order some playground toys because we haven't been able to go to the playground, but we can go to the like this little grassy area and play. And I had like a tunnel, and I had a helicopter, parachute. I kept calling it and a parachute. So I feel like I need some balls or some hula hoops or something else, so that when we go outside we can bring those items with us. So if y'all got any ideas of like outside toys that are like cheap or on the low, let me know, and shop for them. But today was a okay day. When they were listening, we got to do the popcorn activity with our 5 senses. We got to go to the library, pop it, and they got to hear it pop. Then we smelled it, we tasted it, we touched it, and everything. We got to look at it. So we got to use all of our senses, and that was like a good activity to end the week. And then next week we are doing the 5 senses again, and we're doing a similar activity again next Friday, but it'll be with like chocolate and different foods. And I don't think we got the homework for next week. It may be ready. I may not have like looked at it, but yeah, that's next week. And it was one more thing. I don't even remember what I wanted to tell you guys. I don't remember. Like, my brain is gone, teacher brain. But it was a really good week, and oh, I remember. The week after next week, we will be doing an Apple unit. And you remember I did my unit on for the 4-year-olds with the standards on the Apple thing. So I talked to my lead teacher, and she said that was fine, and they're already done. We'll just have to change some stuff around, but we will be able to use those plans and those ideas. So I'm excited that I get to bring in my and use my unit. So I'm gonna go home and see if I can find it and see if I can get them emailed and compiled to one or something like that. So that is the plan for that. And then after that, we'll be doing our dinosaur unit and getting ready for our field trip to the museum to see the dinosaurs. So that is all for this week. Have a great weekend. I will see you guys Tuesday because it's a long weekend. And thanks so much for like tuning in every week. Have a great weekend. Bye guys.